Hello everyone, welcome to Code in Depth. So today we are going to solve the question number 1970, which is last day where you can still cross. Okay, so this question is from the LeetCode Weekly Contest 254. So let's understand the question first, then we will discuss the approach and then finally we will write the solution. Okay, so you will be given a binary matrix and you will also be given the number of rows and number of columns this matrix has. And in this matrix there will be only two elements which will be 0 and 1. 0 will represent the land and 1 will represent the water. And now you will also be given a array which is cells I. Here it will be given in the form of Ri, Ci, where Ri represents the number of row and Ci represents the column number. And on each day your one cell will be converted to water. Let's understand this by an example. Okay, so here you have been given number of rows as 2 and number of columns as 2 and the cells as this. Okay, so on first day your 1,1 element, which is the 1,1 element, it is this one. Now you might be thinking it must be 0 0, so the indexing is given according to 1 based indexing. Okay, so we will take this element only. So here it will change, it will be changed to, this will be changed to 1 on the first day. Now you have 2,1, which means it is 1,0. So this element will be changed to 1. Now you have 1,2, which is nothing but 0,1. So this element will be changed to 1. So here you have day 1, day 2, day 3. On day 1 you can walk from start to end. On day 2 you can also walk. But on day 3, as you have water here, so you can't walk through. So the maximum day where you can cross this is 2. So we will return 2. So this was the question all about. Now we will discuss the approach and then finally we will write the code for it. Okay, so yeah, here the one thing which I am going to do is that I am not going to check each and every day. We will check by binary searching. Like if you have number of days as 5, so you have day 1 to day 5. So first we will check for day 3. If it is possible to cross, we will be having also two pointers, names start and end, like as we do in binary search. It is similar to that only. Here we will be having two pointers which are start and end. Okay, so now we will check for the middle element. If we are getting that if we can cross on this day, this is our midday. If we can cross on this day, then we will store in our answer as 3 and then we will make the start variable as mid plus 1. Or if we cannot cross this on this day, then it means that our answer will lie in this range only. So we will change the end to, else we will change the end to mid minus 1. So this is the code for the binary searching which we will use. So now let's write this code. Then we will write the two other functions also which will check that if we can cross on a particular day or not. So yeah, here we have a start and x1, also initializing the mid and as size. Now we will run a loop while start is less than equal to end. Then mid equal to start plus, here why we are not writing it as directly start plus end divided by 2, because suppose if the range of integer is uh, like 217 or something like that, so if you have start and end values as the maximum value of it, means if you you are having the start and end as the int maximum, then when we will sum up those, then it is going to exceed the limit of integer. So that's why we are writing it as like that. Now we will check if this is a function which we will make, that which will check if on a particular day we can walk through that or not. So our day will be mid. We are going to send our array cells and the number of rows and the number of columns in our function. If it returns true, then we will update the answer to mid and we will make a start as mid plus 1. Or if it is not like that, then we will just make the end as mid minus 1 and we will return answer. Okay, now this is the basic function which is for the which checks for the day, which sends a particular day to our main functions. Okay, now we will write a can walk function which will check if we can walk on a particular day or not. So we will take the input as day and then we will have the columns as input or the cells array. So just nothing but vector int cells or you can take the input as by reference. So here, okay, so what we are going to do next, we are going to form two matrices which will be, okay, so in this function we will form two matrices which will be, first one will be the grid matrix and the second one will be the visited matrix. Okay, so the grid matrix will be having the exactly same rows and same columns and the visited will be also having the same. We will initialize the grid matrix with 0, all values as 0, and when we have on which day we have water, then we will change it to 1. Okay, so our grid matrix initially will be 0 and we will check on the particular day that which is the land and which is the water. So we will make the grid matrix according to that, and then we will have the visited matrix. What this matrix will do, here we need to use the depth first search. Okay, so what we are going to do with this matrix is we will also initialize this as 0. So here we will be checking for every element in the first row, means we will be, if we start from this element, suppose this is our grid, then if we start with this element, then is it possible to go to the end if we start from this element, or then we will check for this element. And if it is like that yeah, we are able to pass through it, then if we have visited that point. Okay, so first we will check for this element if we have visited this, and after this if we have visited this, then we will mark this as 1, this as 1, and 0 0, so that we know that yeah, we have already visited those points. And if we have already visited those points, then we will return false because true might have returned before. This will be the role of the visited matrix, and if doing like that and we have reached till this point, then we will return true. Here we will return true, and then when we will again check, like for this, if we are checking for this, then we will not go here because it is one that we have already visited this point. Okay, now we will go here only. So now let's write the can walk function and the DFS function. Here we have our can walk function. We will make a grid vector which will be having the same number of rows, and as we have to initialize it, so so here we have formed our matrix, and now till that day we will start filling our grid matrix. So I is less than day is plus. Now we will start filling our grid matrix, which is column of I 0 minus 1. This will represent the row, and column I 0 minus 1. This will represent the column, and we will update it to 1 because it has been changed to 1. Now we will make a boolean variable which will be initialized by false. Now as I have told you that we will check for the every element in our first row, which is according to indexing is the 0th row. So for int j is equals to 0 up to j is less than the number of columns j plus plus. Now we will, if our grid of j is equal 0, then we will go for the DFS search. So here we will send row number, column number, our visited matrix, and grid. And if it returns true, then we will make the flag as true and we will break. At the end we will return flag. Okay, so we have not initialized the visited vector, so let's initialize it. Visited rows and so now let's write the code for the DFS. So it will be also returning a boolean value. So bool DFS, here we have int x, int y, method have visited and then finally in the grid vector. So first we will check that if x is less than 0 or y is less than 0 or x is greater than or equal to grid dot size or y is greater equal grid 0 dot means that y is exceeding from the from its limit or x is exceeding its limit. So we will check for those conditions, or if we have already visited it means visited of xy equal 1, or if there is water. So these are all the conditions in which we can't cross through. So equal 1, then we will return false. Or if our x is equal to grid dot size -1, then we will return true. And if it is not like that, then we have visited that point. So visited of xy equal to 1, we will change it to 1, and then we will again call the function recursively so as to check up to the end. So first we are checking if dfs of x y -1, as here we are going in the downward direction, ascending the visited matrix and the grid. Or dfs of x y +1 visited grid. Now here we are going in the upward direction. dfs of x -1 by visited grid, or dfs of x +1 y. Here we are going in the right direction. Here it is in the left direction and here it is in the right direction. Visited and grid. Okay, so if any one of these is true, then we will return true, else we will return